Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today, as of this recording, it is January 21st, 2025, and it is currently at this point in time, it is 5:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as of when I am recording this. So, we need to talk. For a lot of you guys, you have been feeling like a lot of readers and viewers have been blaming you or saying that this is our lesson that we need to learn, and that is our fault. I'm not putting any, readers or, any viewers, anything like that on blast here. I'm not going to name any names. This is what you guys have been saying on the channel, so I want to address your concern. That's all that this did. All I ask is do not obey. Do not obey in terms of listening to the big media. Don't listen to legacy media. And most importantly, listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to other readers. Listen to what your gut is telling you. Listen to what your intuition is telling you. Trust that. That's all I'm asking you to do. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. Okay? Listen, I know that a lot of you guys are feeling this way, and you feel like a lot of people are blaming you, saying that this is our lesson to learn. Let me tell you. This is not our lesson to learn. We already did that part. We went out, we voted, we stuck with that for 4 years. We knew what Biden was. We knew that he was a transitional president. We knew that he was not going to be president of the United States again. We knew this. This is not a surprise. But don't let anyone tell you that this is a lesson that we need to learn. The only lesson that we need to learn is to not be afraid of what is dark. Because when you are afraid of the dark, you're unable to see the light. Do not be afraid so that you can see the dark and so that you can see the light within the dark. See the light. Come on. So, see the light. I know it's hard. I know it's dark right now. And I know that you guys are getting a lot of misinformation. That is why all I'm asking you for you to do is trust your gut, trust your intuition. What does your intuition tell you? Does it tell you to listen to what I say? Does it tell you to listen to your own inner channel? Remember, I said that on this earthly plane, we are all from different timelines. We all don't have the same tick. But what might be true for me might be different for you, and that's okay. Know your inner worth. Know your inner truth, because this is the age of Aquarius. This is the time to look within. This is the time to really hone in on your power. I'm feeling the most empowered now than I've ever been. I haven't been sleeping well. And because I really want to make sure I was there for you guys, I was working around the clock, doing channeling, whatever I can do to help you guys. There was a reason why my spirit guides didn't give me a lot of hours at my job these past 2 weeks, so that I could focus and put all my 100% of my energy into you guys. Now take that same energy and apply it to you. Figure out how can you trust your intuition. If you don't know how to, you can always ask me for help or guidance, or search videos on how to tap into your intuition. Listen. We're going to need it. And there's going to become a period in time where we're going to be separated from each other for a little bit. So, with that being said, I want you to really take the internal reflection on figuring out, okay, what is my internal clock telling me? What is my intuition telling me? Trust your gut. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't let anyone else blame you for problems that are happening in the United States, because let me tell you, it is not your fault. It never was and never will be your fault. Remember, we went out, we voted. There are like 36% of the nation did not go out and vote. That is their problem, along with those who voted the wrong way. Remember what I told you years ago? I said the 2024 election was going to be the most important election, not 2020 when the media was saying the 2020 election is going to be the most important one ever. I said no, 2024 was going to be the most important one because it was going to dictate the way this nation goes. And lo and behold, it did. And let me tell you something. You have to pick a side because you cannot stay neutral in this. But if you stay neutral, you are complicit in obeying. Whether or not you want to admit that you are obeying or not, you can choose to obey or you can choose to rebel. That is up to you. Those are your two choices. Listen, we are living in crazy times right now. But the thing that made us be able to connect in a way in which our ancestors did not was because we have social media. We can talk to each other. We can interact with each other. They didn't have that back then. All they had was the neighbors across the street, and God forbid, we all know how that turned out. We all know how people are together. We all know how neighbors are sometimes unreliable depending on where you are and who you're with. Sometimes you are the lone sheep in your family. For example, I am, right? My family is MAGA. I am not MAGA, right? Yesterday, I looked at my father for the first time, and I didn't see my father. I saw a bad German guy. I saw him, and that was the energy, that was the persona that I've gotten. Let me tell you, these people that you call family, this friend, whatever it is, be careful. Because I'm telling you now, they will be disillusioned, and they're going to be in a state of Stockholm Syndrome. It's really the best terminology here, Stockholm Syndrome. And in Stockholm Syndrome, you're going to end up experiencing situations where they're unable to think for themselves because someone else is doing the thinking for them. Because let me tell you, a lot of people don't have an inner voice. They don't. Majority of people don't, and therefore, because they don't have that inner voice inside their head, they're not able to think for themselves. Other people have to do the thinking for them by injecting thoughts into their head, saying, hey, listen, no, this is what you need to see. Listen, TikTok, the ban was a stunt, okay? It was a complete and utter stunt. It was designed to install what they call propaganda. It's a propaganda machine. Anybody who tells you they love TikTok, they love watching TikTok, they still watch it, stay away from them, because they are propaganda. They will be a walking advertisement machine. Do not listen to anybody. Do not be friends with anybody. Try and, separate yourself from those people, because remember, the people you surround yourself with is who you become. Now, listen, I'm not the one to really say that you need to, break ties with anybody. But I'm saying for this one instance here, I'm saying it's the good idea. Because for some reason, there's going to come a time and a place where you need to be surrounded by people that you trust and love. Sometimes that might not be family. Sometimes it might be friends. It might just be yourself. It might be your animal. But whatever it is, trust in you and do not obey to the system. Some of you guys have said, I give up. I give up. Listen, this is what they wanted. They wanted you to feel this way. This is what happened in Germany. There were people like us who fought. The difference is they didn't have a media presence. They didn't have this connection. Do not let them make the same mistake now that they made the mistake back then. We had the luxury to change history and say, no, we're not continuing forward. We have the luxury now to make the difference now. Not later, not after. Because listen, if you are not willing to step up to the plate, you are just as complicit as anybody else. Do not be complicit. Do not obey to the system, because this is exactly what they are hoping for. They are hoping for you to obey the system. They are hoping for sympathy. They're hoping to install their regime, their idea, their ideology. Do not obey. Okay, there's a reason why I did a 180 on the channel, right? But I have always been consistent. I have always been consistent. Yes, I know I cover dark topics sometimes, but those are things that we need to talk about, because the reason why a lot of readers don't cover these topics because they are afraid of the ramification that come with it. Be not afraid, because be not afraid to speak different. Be not afraid to understand it. You may be alone in what you are and what you do and what you talk about. But be not afraid, because those people will listen. And people who listen are the ones who are the most awakened. That's why they've been attacking people who are woke, because they are afraid of people awakening. This is the time of the awakening. But you could choose to go back to sleep, or you could choose to stay awake. I choose to stay awake. I choose to fight. I choose not to obey. And I won't ever obey, because I said I always promised you guys from the very beginning, I will be here with you guys every step of the way, because I knew what was happening. I knew what was happening. You want to know how I knew? Because I had a vision when I was 8 years old. And I remember, and I talked about this many times on the channel, especially for my original subscribers, you'll remember. I remember running through the U.S. Capitol, and it had the American seal, the United States. And all of a sudden, it had the American seal, and all of a sudden it changed. And it changed to Hail Hydra, with the Hydra symbol. If you're not familiar with it, look up Hail Hydra, Captain America, Marvel. You will see the clear comparison. It was exactly based off of 1933 Germany. Listen, do not obey to the orange tangerine. Do not obey. Okay? Do not obey. This is crazy time. Crazy things are happening. We have the planet alignment. 6 planets aligned today as of when I am recording this. 6 planets aligned. Okay? On the 25th, we have the 7 planet alignment, which means every single planet in our astrology aligned together. That is a rare occurrence in itself. But then, 4 days after that, we also have the Chinese lunar year where we enter the year of the snake. The year of the snake is big, life-changing event. It's going to further amplify Pluto's return in the United States. I did a video a few times ago. I talked about No German. I'll put all these links into these videos in the description below and in the comment section of videos that I covered in the past. Listen, do not obey. It is not your fault. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. It is not your fault, but just don't comply, don't be complicit, and don't obey. Be part of the resistance. I'm sure this video is going to get taken down, but please, don't let anyone tell you that it's your fault, because it is not. The cards, my guys, they told me it's not your fault. Don't let anyone tell you it's your fault, because it is not. We did what we could. Leave it to the universe to help us out. But do not engage with anybody who keeps reading on the situation at hand, because we are giving the enemy fuel. We're giving the enemy what is exactly coming. We're giving them a heads up. Remember, I talked about the occult and how the occult tied into 45 and how he used it. I talked about this. I know it's a scary topic. I understand that it's scary. Because sometimes the scariest things are because they are true. Things that are scary are because it's true. Listen, I understand it. I understand that it's scary. And it's scary for me as well, but I had to do it because I want to make sure you guys get the information you need. Because I don't see any other reader covering information like that. That's the whole purpose of the channel. The purpose was created because I talked about issues that you don't see on mainstream readers. You don't see them on mainstream information. You don't see this on mainstream YouTube channels. You don't. Because they engage in topic that is popular. I engage in topics that might not always be popular, and that's okay. Because there's a message here. There's a message, and my message is everything is connected together. I go to watch my Luigi Magoni, whatever that video is. Watch that video. Watch it. I talk about the French Revolution, how it's coming to the United States. This is no different, right? I didn't realize that at the time because I kept seeing Harris, and that is true. I did see Harris, but I talked about the French Revolution. And I just had a thought outside when I was taking my dog out potty. And I said, wait, hold on. What if, because my cards in my psychic tarot book, well, my book, but I do channeling and everything, with my predictions in particular, it has stated that Trump will be declared illegitimate after he dies. So if Harris is going to be president, what if, and hear me out, what if she is 47? But in order for her to gain the title of 47, Trump needs to be declared illegitimate whenever that happens. And then she goes in and becomes the real 47. Just a thought. And that could be why the cards were the way they were. Because they kept saying Harris and Trump win. And that they were both going to be president. But also there is another thought as well. What if, in this hypothetical scenario here, what if Trump was not really considered a president? What if he considered an emperor? And therefore, Harris is president. And so the cards are confused because, well, maybe we might have to be calling him something different. You might have to call him something different. You might be forced to, right? So with that being said, maybe Harris is the next president. Maybe Trump is called something else. And he's called something in between, but we're using a different title. Because remember, I said this is the end of the presidency as we know it today. I said the presidency was going to end, but something new becomes of the presidency. The presidency died with Biden. It didn't get transferred over to Trump. So Trump is really theoretically not a president. He is something other than a president. He is a dictator. Don't let him tell you what you have to do. Do not obey the system. Do not obey. Alright guys, I love you. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one. I probably will be doing a lot of these videos to try to keep up your faith and just really give you information I'm getting. I got told I had to do this video. I was like, I'm sorry for anything, but I'm like, I have to do this. I have a message I need to share with you guys. I'm sharing you guys with this message. I hope it's received well, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out. I love you. Stay strong. Stay strong for me, okay? Stay strong for yourself, importantly. Don't stay strong for me, but stay strong for you. Because we're going to need it. We're going to need it. Don't comply. Don't give up. Don't comply. Until next time.